David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Maryland's head coach told me before the game, this is obviously a huge matchup. With the 5-game winning streak on the line, they understand that they are facing one of the best teams in the country. A top 25 matchup. He's been warning his team all week in practice. Do not take them lightly. They want to be 1-0 after this week and keep the streak alive. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll at the 19. The Buckeyes offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. Going to surprise me early here. The quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So, look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Here's Julian Ncaa to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Ncaa. Sends it downfield. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State!
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Terrapins offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run inside. It's Smith. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Here comes the heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa. Plucks it out of the air. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Ncaa rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, it's Rodgers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so...
Breaks free, and he might be gone. All the way down to the the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. Like, you better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
Couldn't find room for the big play. We stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires complete on the crosser. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll throw on third down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice move there. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
He's going to take a shot. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
First down, roughing the passer, DPN.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the right. Got his man. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you've got to find him in the passing game.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Wants to throw on first down. Complete on the left to Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go.
There's a crease. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Jackson. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing. Say it. He's going for a big play downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are. And now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did it. And he loses the ball, keeping his own end. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell on it.
The run inside. It's Smith. There he goes. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's Washington. Quick strike complete. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Fast completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Grab behind the line, it's Durr. Could not make his way to the corner.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
That's reeled in. It's Durr. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Terrapins are rolling down the field. Wants to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Rushes on him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Washington. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Delay to the back. It's Jackson. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
On the Maryland sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Fleming. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Back to pass, it's Washington. They're working that left side. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Maryland head coach coming out of the locker room. They have to make some decisions here to start this second half. Their star running back getting his first start, he's young, and he has not run the ball well. They're trailing in this game, and they will have to decide how much they can rely on him here in the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got it behind the line. It's Fleming. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Smith takes the handoff. Finding some room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Washington. He's got him. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Terrapins! And that one will give them the lead. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He'll set up to throw. It's complete to the right. Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Sayin to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Bringing the heat. Complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! They're not going away
running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
Saying, pocket breaking down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
His big tight end. Looking for room at the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the tight end. Hands it off on the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Ncaa to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Ncaa. Throwing right. Open on the right side, that's Smith. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Trying to move them on the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Buckeyes need to pick it up on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. Fourth down, Ncaa. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Well, we got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Snagged out of the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Washington. Complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Unloads quickly. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And they'll knock him down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get...
Snags it, and he's open. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Ncaa fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Back to throw, it's Washington. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Terps will use their last timeout. They can't stop it again. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. And down he goes back at the 3. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Washington. Finds his big tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Great recognition by the defense on that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation. The offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying.
Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And he tacked on the extra point. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Firing to the right, complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Soft spot in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Under fire. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. from the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. Touchdown, Maryland! What a catch in the end zone for 6.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people